Trippy and Wayna are both out sick. And this will be the first time in 40 years being on the Congo Hour, being on Channel 28, that I would be brave enough to try to do this program by myself. So I'm going to have some great guests that's going to help me through this. And with the great staff down here at the office, we're going to get through this tonight. So your prayers and the staff's prayers, we'll have a successful night. I'm not going to talk any further. I want to bring our guests on. We have 3 separate guests, and they're all very important, especially this group that's first. It has to do with the future of our community, how we understand the resources that allow us to be successful. We must understand the sacrifice that folks have made before us that allowed us to be where we are today. But there's another step, and that step is society has changed a little, and we need to sacrifice just a little more in order for us to get our kids where they need to be. So I'm going to turn this over to my guests tonight and let them introduce themselves and tell you guys how important it is that you take just a moment to go register and vote, or just vote.
Good evening. My name is Dusty Blakey. I'm the superintendent of the Colonial School District. And you're exactly right. It is important because this is about our kids. We have a referendum coming up on Tuesday, June 6th. The polls are open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. In a variety of different places. Many of our schools are polling places, but Rose Hill Community Center is a polling place. Kingswood Community Center is a polling place, and Victory Church is another polling place outside of our schools. And so you can go to any one of those locations as long as you're 18 years of age or over and you live in the district and prove that you are a resident of the district. You don't have to be a registered voter. And you just really need to live in the district and demonstrate that you live in the district. And it's important that we support our young people in their education. For us, it's personal, obviously, because without passing this referendum, we failed in February, and this is our second shot, and this is our only shot, our last shot to get this done. And it's important because this is about the future of kids, and we've got to make sure that we provide them a bright future. One of the things that we talk about in Colonial is providing all of our students with access, and that access then changes their opportunities down the road. And you know, if we think about it, we're going to pay for it one way or the other, and I'd rather pay for it the smart way and pay for it up front. And the average cost increase in this referendum is approximately $20 per household. And so it could be up or below $20. In some cases, people aren't going to pay anything different for this referendum, but all of the money goes to supporting staff. Without this referendum, we would cut 175 staff across the district. That means higher class sizes. That means less opportunity, less of the after-school programs, less of everything that we do. And so it's important that we really galvanize together and focus on supporting our kids. And so that's our message from the district's perspective. And I'll turn it over to one of our parents and her daughter who attends William Penn.
Good evening. My name is Doreen Green, and I'm a parent in the district. I have my daughter here, Leah. She's a student at William Penn, and I also have a son at Gunning Bedford Middle School. I'm also a member of our Parent Advisory Council here in the district, and I also sit on the Financial Oversight Committee. So I'm very active in the district, and I'm a proponent for education. Voting for this referendum on June 6th is very important for us. As Dr. Blakely has said, it's a vote for our kids. And what does that mean to us as parents and as a community? It means that we are investing in our children. It means that we're saying that education is important. It means we're saying that having quality programs, having a quality teachers, having quality education is something that we want for our children. So let me give you an example of what I mean by quality teachers. My daughter attended Gunning Bedford Middle School, And in 7th grade, she had a science teacher who was phenomenal. She was really great at engaging students and just really getting them involved in learning. And she was very creative. So at the end of the school year, she took the time on her own, no one told her to do this, to put together a poem for her students. And in the poem, she talked about something that she learned about each student that was very personal. And she gave this to her students at the end of the year. So to me as a parent, that really touched me that she would take the time to do something like that. But think about what impact that had on our students, that their teacher thought enough of them to think about what they did throughout the year and really personalize something that was specifically for them. Those are the type of teachers we have in Colonial. Those are the type of teachers that we want to keep in Colonial. The other thing that you want to look at, and I think Dr. Blakely touched on this is a long-term focus, talking about investing in our children for our future. It's something that you might not see the return on investment next week or even next month, but in 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the line, you'll see that investment. Because our children, you know, which as cliche as it might sound, they are our future, and we need to equip them to be able to take care of us long term. So for me personally as a parent who has 2 children in the district, and I have tons of kids in my neighborhood and district, which I call them my children too, it is critical that we pass this on June 6th. It's critical as parents that you be heard and say, yes, education is important for my kids. Yes, I like the innovative programs that they're doing at the school district. Yes, I like the students, the quality teachers that we have there. And that's what you're saying when you vote for our referendum on June 6th, that I am about quality innovation in a Colonial School District.
Does this $20 mean $20 a month?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're saying, that if we don't invest what it takes to buy a bag of potato chips a day, a soda a day, if we just didn't drink that soda, but said, yes, I will vote for this referendum, then we are saying for a bag of potato chips, we're letting our kids go astray.
It could be that simplistic, yes.
Yes.
That's the average cost monthly per citizen, per household, excuse me, on this referendum, correct. It's doing without that bag of chips and a soda a day, yes.
You know, that's incredible.
For her benefit, for our students' benefit.
You know,
Doing
whether you have kids in school or not,
Correct.
you are saying to all of you out there, what you're saying is when that kid walks past and when you see these kids in trouble, it was your fault that you didn't go knock on some doors, that you didn't make sure that you're a part of this effort to make sure that we don't lose our kids by having proper resources to make them successful. It's your fault. So I don't want to hear people crying and talking in corners and saying awful things about our kids. It's because you, each one of you individually, and if it's 5 people in a house, it's almost less than 10 cents a day that you give up, that you don't realize how important that one dime is that allows these kids to have a successful, wonderful life. I know your family has been working. I went to school with your mom, so I know how hard she's been working. So, and you speak so eloquently.
Thank you.
But I got to shut up because I'm too involved here and I'm going past my time. So I want to thank you for coming on, and it's important that we understand the importance of it. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry we can't get you back again, but it happens on Tuesday, right?
Yes, this coming Tuesday, June 6th, from 10 a.m. The polls open at 10 a.m. and they close at 8 p.m. And if you're in line at 8 p.m., they will allow you to vote.
Very good.
We'll come back after we pass to talk about all the great things that we're doing.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with another guest. And we'll just keep in mind, it's your fault if the kids go astray. Welcome back to the Congo Hour. I hope you enjoyed the first group. It's so important that we understand what affects our community. and why our children need such support at this time. Resources are everything. So please, please think about it, go out and vote, and make a change in our community that we'll all be proud of. Our second group is a group I've always admired. That when I was probably a few years younger, I used to love to hear them do their little, what do you call that?
Songs and chants?
Yes, when they were going across the lines. And so that was many, many years ago. And I thought I remembered one of the songs, but they made it clear to me that I was a little off. So with no further ado, ladies, who's going to be first to tell us about who you are and what you plan to do?
I'm going to start off, Mr. Congo, and my name is Karen Bostic, and I am the president now of the Wilmington, Delaware Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta, and this is Deneen Romero. She's with me today, and she's the chairperson of our Red Run. And you know, we do a lot of things, and we want to thank you because we always get such a welcome here at your studio. We always get such support from you. This time we are here to talk about our 5K run. It's the first time we've done something like this, and we're doing this for scholarship funds. We've been here in the past to talk about our physical and mental health programs, our financial fortitude programs for the community. Now we're here about our scholarship program. So in lieu of our Jabberwock this year, and Jabberwock will be back, we are raising funds for scholarships for young people via the 5K. And Deneen will probably tell you a little bit about the 5K.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. As Karen stated, this is our inaugural year for our 5K called the Red Run, Reaching Educational Dreams. And we thought that it would be a great idea to involve the community to, one, get to know us, Delta Sigma Theta, and what we do for scholarships, and also another way to help raise funds to get children to school. So we decided to do a 5K, and one good thing is that this 5K is for everyone, for men, women, young, old, children. The only thing is you just can't bring pets. You can bring a stroller. And it's going to be on June 17th, 2017 at 8 o'clock in the morning is when registration starts, and then the race will follow thereafter. But one thing I want you to know is that it is an official 5K. It's administered by a company called Races to Run. And Races to Run will provide those folks that are really 5K enthusiasts with their bibs and the timing chips so that they can practice their races. But the good thing is that anyone can join in. So if you don't run, you can walk. And everyone will be helping the community help deserving children go to college.
Sounds wonderful. Now, how is that a fundraiser? Tell me what everybody can do to support this great event.
Well, you can do one of two things. You can register for the 5K for $25. And we pay a small administration fee to Races to Run to administer our race, and then all of the additional funds go directly to our scholarships. So it's a very, very, very small fee, but at least it's an official race. So everyone in the community will be able to enjoy the benefits of Races to Run helping us. But we get the majority of those funds, and they go directly to children on their way to college. So all you have to do is go on our website. It's races2run.com, and that is the number 2/events/Red Run 5K. And you'll see our Red Run sneaker on their website, even if you don't remember the full website, and you just go to the Red Run and you can click donate or register. It's just that simple.
How do I know that that red does not stand for Kappa?
You know, because it actually states the Wilmington, Delaware Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, along with our 501c3 Delta Outreach and Education Center.
But Mr. Congo, if you want it to be Kappa, it can be Kappa. Just come on out and walk or run with us.
I tell you what we'll do. We'll take 4 registrations.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
amazing.
That's
Thank you.
wonderful.
So we will be a part of it. I hope I can come down there that day. But,
Absolutely. We'd love to
if
have
you. Come
you.
by the office. We will and get your checks from for the registration.
Okay, great. I will
Thank
follow
you.
up and come and see you.
Please do.
Thank you.
We won't have to worry with the reputation that you ladies have in this town. I'm sure you'll be very, very successful. And is there anything you want to say? We've got about 2 minutes.
No, we just want to close out and say thank you so much. You have been so supportive of us. And every time we come, we've gotten a rousing welcome. So thank you very much for having us.
Thank
Well,
you.
it's quite an honor for us to have you here, knowing who you are, what you do, and how you take care of this community. Feel free anytime
Thank you, Mr.
to
Congo.
come, and I'll even kick Trippy and Wayne off and host myself.
Thank you.
Okay, we
Great.
love this Congo Hour because it's such an informational
Yes.
Yes.
system. And this is what this community needs, more information to know what to do, and they know what to do now is to be down there on the 17th. Can you pre-register?
You certainly can.
Absolutely.
You can go online today and register. All the way up until the Thursday before the race, but even if you forget to do it, you can still register the day of. So
Okay.
either way, it'll work out.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And
Thank
thanks for
you.
coming.
Thank you.
And we're going to take another quick break. And we'll be back with another guest. And we'll see you in a couple minutes. Thank you so much for coming. And please stay with us to hear from the other guests, plus Sammy's Corner.
Ready?
Welcome back to the Congo Hour. Again, we've had such fantastic guests tonight. And we have two more beautiful, wonderful young ladies who will let you know what they're all about. And so without any further ado, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell us what you're all about.
Sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Congo. My name is Angelica Cuellar-Harden, and I'm the Director of Operations and Member Engagement for United Healthcare Community Plan. And I'm here with my wonderful, amazing partner in crime, Mrs. Yolanda Mohammed.
Thank you.
And I'll let her introduce herself.
Hello. Once again, thank you again for having us, Mr. Congo, today. My name is Yolanda Mohammed. I am the outreach specialist for the Dual Special Needs Program for United Healthcare Community Plan, and I service some of the wonderful people in the community here in Newcastle County for our new program that started January 1st, 2017.
Well, tell me all this wonderful stuff again that I forgot after you tried to tell me all about what you do. So,
Sure. So we both work for United Healthcare Community Plan, which has been a health insurance plan that has been serving Delaware for over 10 years on the Medicaid space. And this January 1st of 2017, we launched a whole new program called the Dual Special Needs Plan. And this Dual Special Needs Plan is for individuals in the community that have both Medicare and Medicaid. The beauty of the program is that it will help people navigate through their healthcare system a little easier, and it will also help them coordinate care. The last thing is that it will give them some great additional benefits that they don't get through traditional Medicare and Medicaid. So first, we want to talk a little bit about who's eligible for the program, because we can talk a lot about the goodies, but then people are going to say, like, who, am I eligible for it? Do I qualify? So we just want to talk a little bit about who's eligible for it. If they have this Medicare red, white, and blue card, it looks like this, which is your Medicare card, and I think people have seen it before. And they also have their Medicaid card, which is what the state provides individuals that are qualified for Medicaid programs or medical assistance. They are eligible for the program. And what this Dual Special Needs Program does is that it combines the health care coverage that Medicaid gives you and Medicare gives you into one healthcare plan, which is your dual plan. That's what's called a dual. It has two different insurance coverages. And what it does is, we've all been in the situation, for example, when we go to the doctor and we go to another doctor and both doctors prescribe things that are completely different because one didn't know that the other had prescribed something or diagnosed you or treated you for something. That's because there's no care coordination when that happens. When you have two different plans, you can have two different doctors. But when you select a dual special needs plan, you select one doctor that will become your head doctor, and that would help you coordinate care through your primary care physician. So you have treatment that is consistent across the board. You have diagnosis that a doctor gives you and the other doctor will know when you go into the office. So it gives a little bit better care coordination. And the last thing that this program provides is it provides additional benefits. And I'll go through a couple of them because traditional Medicare does not give you those benefits and neither does Medicaid. Some of them are the key ones, dental. Dental is a big issue in our community because it's not a covered benefit for the most part. So we give $1,000 towards dental benefits. That includes extractions, cleanings, x-rays, fillings, and all the things that you need to do to keep your mouth healthy. We can also give you $150 every 2 years towards eyeglasses. We hear this from seniors all the time, and individuals in the community, adults, that they don't have anything that will cover for eyeglasses. So this gives them $150 a year towards their every two years towards eyeglasses.
In addition to an annual exam.
In addition to their annual exam. So we definitely want to promote that. This over here that I have, this case, is the over-the-counter benefit that we provide. And what this really represents is that we basically are giving members of our dual special needs plan $520 to purchase a year any products that they can over the counter. It could be anything that would go on your first aid kit, from the anti-itch cream to your antiseptic lotion, your painkillers, your incontinence products, all those things you can get through the catalog that we will give you to order over-the-counter things. We will also give you $1,000 every 2 years towards hearing aids that you need, and also we'll give you an annual and the exam for the hearing aids. So those are the kind of things that you can see we will give as an added value benefit. Now, there's another one that's very, very interesting to most people, and that is transportation. Because what we hear in the community is, well, you're giving us great benefits, but I don't have a way to get to pick up my prescription. I don't have a way to get to the dentist. I don't have a way to get to the vision doctor. I can't go visit my specialist. I don't drive. My family lives far away. I don't have anybody to take me. So we would also give them 24 one-way rides for their healthcare needs. That means that if they need to go to the supermarket and pick up their prescription, they can take a ride. If they need to go to see a specialist, they can take a ride. So those are some of the added benefits that we provide that are just not covered under the traditional insurance.
Does this allow just for a certain economic group people, or is this for anyone that has the card?
Well, when it comes to eligibility, you automatically receive most people receive their red, white, and blue Medicare card. Hooray, I turned 65, I get this card in the mail, and that's great. But there are also those that are disabled, who after 24 months, on their 25th month of being disabled and receiving Social Security disability benefits, you receive a Medicare card. But in addition to having your Medicare card, you must have a state Medicaid card as well. So, and to be determined eligible for Medicaid, you have to be within a certain income limit. So if you're within a certain income limit of the federal poverty level determined by the state of Delaware, you're eligible for a dual plan. So that's where the eligibility levels come in at.
So it takes both?
Correct. You have to have both in order to qualify to receive those great benefits, especially those that for most of our seniors, they tend to like the health benefit, the health products.
Oh yeah.
So they can
love
order
that.
anything from toothbrushes to toothpaste to canes. They can get braces for their braces for their arms, vitamins, supplements, all types of creams, cough lozenges, cold creams, things like that they can order, which is great. It leaves a lot of extra money that they don't have to put out ahead of time, and leaves some of that extra money back in their pockets.
Now, if they have an insurance on their own, do they have to drop that to qualify for this, or
Well,
how
let's
does
go,
that work?
Right. Let's go back again to the eligibility requirement. They have to have Medicare, which is an insurance of its own, and they have to have Medicaid. So if they have Medicaid and Medicare, then they would be under the state program. So there would be no other commercial insurance that they would be under instead of one of the two managed care organizations here in the state of Delaware. So there are only two. And United, either they would be under our plan already, which would be great, or under another plan.
Okay. Now, Social Security only carries 80%.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This will cover the other 20%. And the hearing and the vision and the over-the-counter, it will be covered through United Healthcare as an extra benefit. That's something we would give in addition to what they already have on the Medicare and their 20% that Medicaid will cover.
Okay, we've got about 2 minutes left. Now, how do people get in touch with you?
Oh, sure.
Well, one of the things is they may look for me out there with my blue shirt running around, doing special events and things like that we hold in the community, such as we've had a great senior spelling bee with the Senior Center of Salvation Army. We pulled that off very nicely. They enjoyed it. The seniors were able to adapt and to do some mind memory type of things to remember. So we do those type of outreach events as well. They can contact our toll-free number, 1-844-588-5864. Once again, that's 1-844-588-5864. So they can contact that number and then get in touch with an agent or an enrollment assistance guide, and they can tell them more about the program. They can enroll them, or they can have actually requests for an agent to actually come out to see them personally at home or at a center or with a representative of their choosing. If they have a caregiver that they would like them to speak with, also, they can make an arrangement and someone will personally come and speak to them.
Okay, now I got confused on that telephone number again.
Okay.
Alvin, could you help us out a little bit on that by putting it on the screen? Why don't you repeat that slowly?
It's 1-844-588-5864. Once again, that's 1-844-588-5864.
Okay, I don't guess he was able to put that up there. So anyway, we want to thank you
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for
much.
having
putting
us.
that wonderful information out for folks.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to get that number to see if I qualify for this again, because the dental is so expensive today.
Yes.
Dental, yeah.
My God, it is
absolutely.
terrible.
Vision.
Yeah, and there are great benefits, and folks are very blessed.
And we want to make sure
Yeah,
that they
it's-
understand that they are available for them. So
Yeah.
contact us.
Absolutely.
Is there an office where they could call to get the information again?
Well, it's best to contact the phone number that I gave so that someone could personally speak to them and take their time. They can ask as many questions as they would like, and they wouldn't be rushed.
Yeah. And we'll
Okay.
go to them. We'll go to their houses if they want to meet at a coffee shop, at a Dunkin' Donuts, whatever they makes them feel comfortable, at their church or anywhere that they want to meet. We will go to them and meet with whoever they want to bring with them. If they want to bring their daughter, their friend, so they understand the plan better, we welcome that too.
Okay, and there's the number. Alvin got it on the board for you.
Oh, wonderful,
Wonderful.
Alvin. Thank you
So,
so much.
If you can write that down, and if you're interested, I know if I had an opportunity to get that kind of support for eyes, and I guess the doctors,
Yeah. Your
all that
teeth,
kind
your
of stuff,
prescriptions.
hearing and
Yes.
all this, you'll be a blessed group of people.
And come out and see us when we're at our events. Come by and say hello. That's all
Yes.
we ask.
How do we keep up with your events?
Well, our events are mostly, we do a lot of local events as well. So if there are
Okay.
flyers for your local church's health fair, for your buildings, especially the senior high rises, we've been coming to them. If you see a flyer out there, come downstairs and check us out. We're going to have some ice cream socials coming up that we'll be conducting. We'll have some birthday celebrations with some of the buildings, things like that. So we try to keep everyone engaged.
Sounds wonderful. Again, I want to thank you both for allowing our Congo Hour to be involved in something like this.
Thank you very much.
What can we do at Congo to support you?
Keep
Spread the
having us
word.
on.
Keep having you on. Okay. Well, we'll be doing that, of
Thank
course.
you so much.
And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with our community news, birthdays, and our funeral announcements.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.